Hello my beautiful angels, I missed you. If you're new here, hi, my name is Subi. I am a fully Indian woman, currently live in Canada. My family and I immigrated here when I was really young. I was probably 9 or 10 years old if even. And I currently work in marketing full-time, and I love business and I design jewelry on the side, but I hope to make that my full-time thing. So it's really amazing to meet you. Today we are going to do this gorgeous Douyin makeup but on Desi skin and get my Desi features. I'm so sorry, I literally cannot stop staring at myself because this makeup turned out so freaking good. There's a mirror behind me right now and I keep looking at myself and I'm like, whoa, it's me? That's crazy. Get in some jhumke because, you know, I'm literally Indian. Look is ridiculous. I'm actually in awe. Combined with Korean makeup, they have an emphasis on the complexion and the eyes. And that's what I try to have a nice emphasis on as well. I spent some time doing my complexion and I emphasized blush and not really contour. I'm not wearing any contour, but I really put a lot of effort into my eyes. So let's get into it. I'm excited. I feel like this makeup brings out my favorite features. I love to wear jhumkas every day, even though I live in Canada, Alberta of all provinces. Love to bring a piece of my home with me everywhere I go. Alright, so I've already done my skin prep. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the airbrush foundation by Charlotte Tilbury on the center of my face. And I'm literally just taking a tiny bit on my finger and I'm dotting it in the places that I really need it. We could do a little bit more. But see, it's not a lot. And now I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna do so with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And this is one shade darker than my skin tone, and I like to use it on the perimeter of my face. Now we're gonna blend everything together with my favorite brush ever for complexion, and it is the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH03. brush, and you can tell how much I use this thing by how beaten down it is. So now I'm going to start by blending the outer edge first. I'm going to blend the darker part first. Alright, now it's time to blend the foundation. These are the areas where I really need the coverage, if even. It just evens out my skin tone. That's why I've been using foundation these days anyway, not a lot of it. I used to use probably double the amount that I put on my face today on a daily basis. Imagine. Ugh. It was just so heavy all the time. I'm so glad that my frontal lobe has developed. And I'm realizing that I don't need heavy makeup all the time to feel beautiful, and that's just what we are led to believe, and that we have so many beautiful parts of ourselves that we cover up with makeup, but in reality those parts are what make us so different and unique and gorgeous. Since I do have a little bit of a round heart-shaped face, having a darker shade on the perimeter of my face and a lighter shade on the interior of my face really brought it together. I've been doing my foundation routine for some time now, just like this, and I'm using way less makeup than ever. My face feels less heavy throughout the day, and I'm only using foundation where I really need it to brighten up my face and to bring light to the center of my face. I'm so excited to see how this plays out. I absolutely love Douyin makeup. I think it's so gorgeous and girly and feminine. And if at any point I'm disrespecting, you know, your culture, or if I'm saying something that makes no sense, or if I'm just being disrespectful, please let me know. I'm open to any kind of criticism. Just share. I just want to make sure I'm being kind and respectful in this process, because at the end of the day, I'm not Korean. I'm an Indian. I'm a fully Indian woman who just loves Korean makeup and loves the way it looks on her. Now we're gonna use, okay, I haven't posted an updated makeup routine in a long time, but let me just tell you how obsessed I am with Patrick Ta Blush. This is ridiculous. You're getting, first of all, how many grams of product is this? You're getting 10 grams of product. Most blushes on the market right now are not even half of that. This is such an incredible value for what it is. And the pigment, the blush payoff, the pigment payoff is ridiculous. It's so beautiful. So my shade specifically, the shade that I got, look at how beautiful that is. This is She's the Moment. I love her so much. I like to warm up the cream on my fingers. And I like to put it just in the center of my cheeks like this. And a little bit on my nose here. I don't like to overblend this. I think that the positioning of the blush is so important for my face shape specifically because it really draws in attention to the right points of my face. So I try to leave the blush where it is, but I just buff out the edges. Yes. Do you see this beautiful flush of color? It doesn't even look, it looks so natural, and that's why I love it so much. Since we are doing Douyin makeup, I actually decided to skip out on the heavy bronzer contouring, and this time I'm just gonna leave it with blush. We're gonna focus more on the pinks. Go in with my holy grail. If you know, you know. If you've been watching me for a long time, you know how much I love the Hourglass Veil Concealer. I've been using it for multiple years straight. When I find something I like, I don't switch, ever. I do not switch my product rotation. The only things that I actually experiment with are A, blushes, B, lipsticks and lip shades and lip liners, and C, I'll experiment with skincare, but everything else is pretty solid. I found a routine that I really love, so it would take a lot for me to break out of my routine right now. So now we're gonna go in with the Hourglass Concealer, and I'm gonna put it here. Right. And I like to let that sit for a minute. So if you notice, I do have 2 lash clusters on the edges of each of my eyes. Gives me a foxy look. When we do our eye makeup together, I will be adding another cluster. Just tie the look together, and I'll link the lash clusters below in the description so you can see what I'm talking about. I like to take the remaining concealer and put it on my eyelids as well. And my eyes do crease very quickly, so I have to go in with powder almost right away. Instead of my usual Charlotte Tilbury high-end powder, I am using a $7 Rimmel powder, and it's called a Stay Matte powder. And you know what? I've been using this since I was 16 years old, and I forgot how good it was. $7 powder, easy win. It's so good. I'm going in, I have to do this, otherwise my eyes will crease really, really quickly. I like to put powder on my smile line as well. I need some up here. My setup right now is so silly. I'm filming on my kitchen island, and behind me there's a mirror, a teeny little mirror that's propped up by 14 books. I'm not even joking. You do what you can with what you have, okay? So happy to be back on YouTube. Oh my gosh. My personal life, my work life, all of it. It's been so busy lately. And I'm grateful that I'm needed by so many people. Sometimes being the eldest Indian daughter beat you down because you're taking care of a lot of things for your family. But I don't mind. Regardless, I'm grateful to be here and be able to do something like film myself doing my makeup, and it reached so many of you. That's only possible because my parents came all the way here and decided to give their children a better life. It was only made possible because of my parents. So in a sense, it does feels like you owe them, which in a sense we do, or I do. Don't worry, this powder is going to be blended out properly. We're going to go back with the Patrick Ta blush, and we're going to use the powder version of it. And one thing that I love is to load on the blush. I'm gonna blend this out. Don't worry, don't panic. I like to over blush and then control it. I like to take a small fluffy brush, take some of this blush, and also drag it put it here under my eyes. I'll probably do it again in a minute after the eye makeup is done. Korean makeup is so flattering. If you can figure out how to do Korean makeup, genuinely my favorite style. I think it's so girly and so pretty. It looks crazy right now. Don't panic. We're getting somewhere. I'm gonna do a teeny little wing. Oh, and this is the Quo Beauty liquid liner from Shoppers Drug Mart. Use this bronze shade from the Backstage Dior Universal palette. I'm just gonna put it in my crease to define it a little bit. Take this golden shade and put it in the inner corners of our eyes. And put it here on the nose. And just at the tip, the bridge of our nose. That. It's coming together. Clusters that I was talking about, and they're from Amazon, and I'll find a link. Bond those lashes to my eyes, and this is from Emboss Beauty. So the way that I do it is I take the bond side, so this is the bond side, black little wand, gonna make those lashes stick to you. So I've already done it on the outer edges of my lashes, but now all I do with the black part is I put a teeny tiny bit on the root of my lash. Like that, that's all you need. You don't put it on like it's mascara. That will mess up your lashes. So I just go like this, put it on the root. Your lashes are set. Put a cluster on size. A nice long one. And I'm gonna stick it to that area that I just put that bond on. Exactly. Exactly. So spiky. I love. This is what the seal end of that serum looks like. Right here. That's all you really need. Seal those lashes to your eyes for a good 3-4 days. Bronze shade from the Dior palette. Trace a little bit along the bags of our eyes. This is what is called the aegyo. Look at the difference. It's subtle, but you can see it. Look at that. Add the same golden shade from the Dior palette, this one, and we're gonna add it in between this line and this line, so the aegyo and our lash lines, to accentuate it. All right, look at this. Look at how this is turning out. I already love the eye makeup. A bit more blush, and we're just gonna put it right there. Nice sweep there. That tied everything in together. Can't tell, I'm a little sick. I thought that making a YouTube video would help me feel better, and I was so right. It so did. Something super light for the lips. And what I like to use is the Dior Lip Glow Balm, shade Coral 004. I also like Rosewood, but this is my favorite one. See, this already looks beautiful. However, we're gonna go in with MAC Cork, add shadows around our lips to make them look a little bit more plump. So here on the edge, center bottom, like that. And then I just blend it out with my fingers. This should be illegal. Looking this good should be illegal. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for sticking around. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, so if you're watching this and you enjoyed it, I would be so happy if you subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm so happy and so grateful every day, every single day that I'm able to live the life that I do, and I promise you there's not a single moment that goes by that I'm not grateful for all of you. So thank you, and if you enjoyed, then please like and subscribe. I love you.